Hello everyone, Eire here with Saturn's Edge, and you're watching more Persona 3 Reload. Yep, that's right, another episode, another day in a row. Isn't that quite nice? Episode 21, we've hit our 20 episode milestone for this playthrough. That's pretty great. Yeah, I really don't have, like, a lot to talk about beforehand. What we're doing this time is we're exploring more about Yukari's investigation. Yukari is investigating that ghost story from the other day that Junpei mentioned. And now we're really hooked. Now we're actually trying to ask around and figure out any potential clues as to what's actually going on. Meanwhile, I think back maybe 2 episodes ago, yeah? The Strange Kid has given us another warning, another omen for the future. And as you can see by the moon, I don't know what to call that. Yeah, the moon symbol? I don't know. As you can see by that, we're nearing another full moon. Something is gonna happen soon, and we have to stop it. Let's see. Man, what? I think for the most part, this is a social link episode, which was a really good one, honestly, because I was really hooked on it. One thing I did not know about was the town info thing, where you could view, like, the social links that are available in that area, and if they say up, that means you could level them up to the next rank. If they don't, it's just a normal hangout. And then, occasionally you'll see one that's empty. Like, it'll have a name, but it is an empty, like, card slot, basically. That one is for ones that we haven't done before. And I'm, like... Yeah, there's not much to... not much to say there. I think this is kind of interesting. It's prompting me with the question, prompting me with the idea of walking home, with Mitsuru. But I am 100% sure on this, that I am not ready for that. I did some research ahead of time. I have to be a specific... I have to meet a specific requirement in order to start hanging out with Mitsuru. Sorry, I've got another drink with me as always. You've emptied your cup. What bravery. Thanks, Mr. Edogawa. I can't believe it. You're doing your job. I know I give him a lot of flack, but Mr. Edogawa is actually kind of a neat character. I think he's quirky, I think he's weird. I don't think he plays any pivotal role at all, not from what I've seen. But he's mentioned a couple things that I just thought were pretty unique, and I actually genuinely learned from him compared to some of the other teachers. I know originally I was going to make this more informative, especially in my older videos, where I had like a little like a note card thing in the top left where it was like describing like the... Ah, man, what was it? Like the information, like the facts, like garbage like that. I prefer this now. I prefer this style. There's a definite flaw with informative, and there was a definite flaw with me not talking as much for that, you know? It's a thing. It's a problem. It's an issue. It exists. However, now we're going to be spending more time with Odagiri because I 100% believe in hanging out with him a bit more, and he is in some turmoil right now.
It's like I'm talking to a moron.
Why would you even accuse me? The cigarette butt was in the boys' bathroom, right?
He's really cracking down on the cigarette thing.
The girl who brought it and left it there? With that logic, this is never gonna end. I'm done with this. You're on your own.
Man, Odagiri is rough.
Bunch of Neanderthals.
Hearing that word is funny. I'm sorry.
Try not to hold it against them. They think like children. They just can't help it. Sooner or later, they'll see the light. Then I'll earn their trust, and they'll learn to respect me.
Damn, okay.
I don't mean to isolate myself. I'm just remaining detached. Someone always gets hurt in any relationship sooner or later. I suppose I've gone on long enough. I apologize.
He's just been pulling out, like, real one-liners, one after the other there, and I'm kind of like... I'm concerned for him, I'm worried for him, you know?
No point in having a meeting today if no one else is here. Let's go.
Odagiri, to me, at first was not an interesting character. Typically when it comes to, like, rules-based characters, or justice-based characters, I guess, ones that focus on, like, law or rules, they're kind of portrayed in the same way. But with Odagiri, I think what caught me was the last couple of links I had with him, and this one, the last couple of moments. They really stand out to me because it kind of just twists the whole idea of him being just like a rules guy. He also kind of understands that, like, he understands what his problem is about being, not being detached, but instead pushing people away intentionally. More so, like, I'm stumbling over my words here. I can understand him a bit more. He's so focused on the rules that he pushes people away when he doesn't mean to. He also understands that by doing this, he's hurting himself in a way from interacting with other people. But also on top of that, he also understands that people are getting hurt one way or the other in any relationship, at any point in time. And then to further add on to that, he understands, like, basic respect things, where things take time for people to respect you, even if it is, like, even if you're kind of like a shitty person. That's kind of what he's getting at. He isn't a terrible person, the way he's going about it kind of is. Also, it took me a while to finish this challenge because I had no idea how to do this. I am new to food eating competitions. Not even new, I have no experience with them. I didn't know that these were genuine methods people, like, do in order to get past it. And I hate the fact that it's like, oh yeah, to me, the obvious answer is like, oh yeah, wash it down with a drink, right? No, apparently not. You just have to, like, keep pushing through that. I didn't know that was, like, an actual, like, method, you know? So, like, now I'm kind of learning this stuff, and it feels kind of weird to learn that, because I can't do any of this stuff in real life. I can't eat, like, 20 hamburgers in one go. There's just no way. Makoto Minato, our protagonist, is built different. I don't know what's up with him. I don't understand why he has this insane love with food. Not love, actually. Well, he kinda does, in a way. Point is, he has a relationship with food that doesn't make any sense to me. It really doesn't. Class ended for today, and that's why we're just gonna check our phone. Yeah, I'm not talking to you, Nozomi. Not now. Nozomi, you can wait. Oh, man. I'm sorry, but after that first, like, interaction with him, that first rank, I felt kind of, what's the word? I'm skeptical. I really am. I'm skeptical. Okay, so we'll have to wait to interact with Chihiro more. But no, I'm skeptical about Nozomi, because everyone has always, like, said online, and they've told me, he might be the worst social link in the game. Or in the series, potentially. And they say this a lot, and I can see it, but at the same time, like, I want to doubt it. I want to find, like, the redeeming thing that, like, could save him. Especially in Reload, where they did, like, a decent amount of work trying to make characters, more, I guess, characters that you can attach to a bit more, you know? Huh. Kenji seems a bit off. Guess I'll get myself an extra large special. I didn't even know that was a thing you could order. You okay, Kenji? Like...
Sorry, man, but I've got to pass this time.
Okay. Why? What's the deal there?
I forgot I have to go check out that cram school today. Sorry, man.
Cram
No
school?
time for ramen
He did
today.
not mention that at all in any of his previous
getting
social
to college
links.
is pretty important, don't you think? You think about the future too, right?
Yeah, I've got plans already. I think.
Oh,
I don't
dude.
know. In real life, I
Didn't
don't
know
have
you were
plans
so
in the game. I
serious
do.
about your future. I never really thought about my future until Emery told me I should. She said I'd end up a loser if I didn't. But the future's a long way off. I mean, I still have to go to college first, right?
Yeah, you have to go to
Apparently,
college. That's
a bunch
important.
of Emery's students go to good colleges. She must be thinking about our future together. You ought to think about your future too, man.
I'd say in the last episode when I talked about Kenji and I talked about the TV, I did focus too hard on the TV aspect. This is when you can actually see his arcana, his tarot card come into play. What it means to be the magician.
Later.
You think about all the previous times that we've interacted with him. He's hanging out with you, he's talking about Miss Kanao and how he has a crush on her, how it's all this. Yet now he's getting his life together, he's getting focused. He has the willpower to do something, a trait prominent in the Magician Tarot card. And also, you saw that he was unfocused, delusional, kind of everywhere also, with with watching his TV shows. Hanging out with you, having a crush on his teacher.
Well done.
And I didn't give him enough credit in episode 19. I really didn't. And the thing is, I love Kenji. Kenji is like genuinely a bro, okay? I didn't give him enough credit where credit is due. Back during one of his social links when he said he'd go ask Miss Kanao out, we never actually got confirmation that Ms. Kanao actually, like, said she loved him. At all. And all of this relationship stuff, could still just be, like, kind of a delusion of his. There's no confirmation of it. Instead, we were kind of, like, suggested that it's just study sessions. And now he's checking out a cram school, and now he's noticing all these students that are going to this cram school that were successful. And the teacher is talking to him like a teacher. Instead of his, like, kind of fantasy about... his fantasy about, you know, the teacher that he happens to have a crush on. Now he's kind of seeing her as, like, I don't know, guidance in a way? I didn't give Kenji enough credit for that. And I didn't give his social link enough credit for that, and I didn't mention it, either due for time or due to my own negligence. But I'm understanding him a bit more and more, and I genuinely love Kenji as a character. His social link, honest to God, I mean, the more I'm looking at all the time I spent with him, it makes me kind of want to get my life together, you know?
Hey.
Well, more together than I guess it looks like right now.
Yeah.
He's starting to finally fulfill his tarot trait. And that's something I love about Persona social links. Is that that's the purpose of the social link.
Oh, today's Friday.
To become one in the same with that sort of fate. To adapt those traits to become a better person, or to become and, like, follow who you are on a base level. Kenji was distracted, but now he's getting focused. He has the strength to go to these places. He's getting better.
Don't forget.
This is why I like Kenji, and this is why I like Persona social links. We're gonna see more social links over time. We're just gonna see more of everything over time, and you're gonna see me talk about the good parts and the bad parts in equal, like, tandem. I will admit, I am uncomfortable with Kenji's crush on the teacher. I am 100% uncomfortable with it. There is a history reason for this. I have heard stories and rumors and a ton of other things that Well, I mean, bad shit happened. Bad shit really did happen. And, it made me kind of lose faith in things, I guess. It really did, in a weird way to put it. Involving, you know, student and teacher, like... Well, relations would be the correct word. It made me lose faith in a lot of things, because it was a teacher I did trust, and I just don't know how to feel about it now. And that's why Kenji makes me uncomfortable. I'd consider that, like, kind of a bad part of it, but also kind of makes it better, because we're actively kind of shown and suggested that this teacher is not interested in Kenji like that, and Kenji's actually, like, not focusing on that as much. I like that. It's, I guess it's better, you know?
Sorry.
I just wish I gave him a bit more credit. I really did.
I can't.
Alright, Kenji, what do you want to talk about? Oh, you can't eat. That's not good.
Sure you want to know?
Of course I want to know.
I don't think we're gonna get.
Kenji's my friend. This is my friend.
To be
I don't think we're gonna eat
something's
together
been on
anymore.
my mind. I saw a magazine in Emiry's room. Guess what it was called?
Bride to be?
How'd you guess? Man, you're amazing.
Oh, okay.
When I saw that magazine, it got me thinking. And I've made up my mind, man. As soon as I graduate high school, I'm gonna marry Emery. You think that's a good plan?
See, this is a moment where I wanted to say you're rushing things, or you're not
Thanks,
doing
dude.
anything right. But the game kind of puts you on the path of wanting to congratulate him.
Seriously in love with Emery, and I'm gonna marry her.
And I didn't know how to feel in this
Emery Kana
moment.
will be known as Emery Tomochika, and I will make her the happiest wife ever.
On one hand, I was happy for my friend for
Sorry.
seeing this level of... Well, I was seeing a level of dedication, willpower, desire, all these things. But on the other, this is something I don't support. It's conflicting. The best thing to do is to tell them no. It really is. And I think that's kind of where the writing gets flawed. But he does then say, I wonder how many times I will walk home with you afterwards. Like this. Or eat out,
As
or,
we agreed
you know.
on Monday, we'll now hold a meeting to
And
discuss
I think
the
about
week
that
learned.
line, and it's genuinely kind of
you're really into
heartbreaking. Maybe
Of course I am.
internally he
I got
does
lots
have
of
some
good info.
confliction. He
And it
does
turns
like
out
hanging
there
out
was
with us,
no
like we're just
angry
two
ghost
regular high
involved.
school students.
Oh, so that's what's important, huh?
That's what people are.
First
We're
off,
complicated.
let's talk about how this rumor
And so
got
having
started.
complicated
The girl
feelings
was
for
found
a
on the school
situation that's
grounds,
complicated
so it does
involving a
match the ghost story
complicated
on that point.
person, it's
But why did the rumor spread so
It's
fast
a lot.
if this was the first time anything happened?
it really is. Now on to Yukari's investigation. I'm sorry about, well, not sorry. I'm not sorry at all. That's going in the episode. There were 3 victims
I was
of
surprised
this,
when I found out.
rumor.
After that
It's
first
amazing
incident,
how
the
the
exact
rumor
same
spread
thing
this
happened
fast,
to 2 other students.
but because it
All
happened
3
3 different
victims had
times
to be
in a row,
hospitalized.
all
No wonder
hospitalized,
people thought
all
it was a
students, it's a giant rumor that managed to
Moving
spread
on.
fast.
The victims were all in different classes, and at first glance, they don't seem to be connected. But they did have one thing in common. Anyone know what it was?
Well, I know what it
is
was,
this?
but it was a
Which
bit,
show?
it was a bit,
Do you know?
I kinda got lost.
What do you have in common?
What do all 3 victims have in common? They hung out together. They also went to our school, obviously, but that's a very general one. These people actually did hang out together. I really forgot the evidence that was properly displayed to me. I claim I would be a great detective, but, like, I am gonna be garbage if I was a detective. Oh my god. I can notice small details, but I cannot notice what anyone said during a conversation.
That's right.
I suck.
Not just once or twice, either. They all got in with a bad crowd and were always out late.
Wow.
Considering
That's,
we all ended up the same
it's pretty
way,
bad.
It can't just be a coincidence.
I don't know what else to
So,
say,
to find out
Yukari.
what
It's
happened,
bad.
We're gonna do some field research.
Oh. Okay. That's not
What?
fun.
Field research?
Yep.
Like Pokemon
There's
Go?
one place where
I know
all
it's
three victims
2009,
were
but like, we could invent that right now.
Whoa, hang on. You're not talking about that spot behind Port Island Station, are you?
Oh, you know about it?
Dude, you can't go there. I've heard all
This
kinds
is where
of
I have to
nasty rumors
give
about that
Junpei
place.
credit as, like, a character.
Oh, really? Well, then all the more reason. we should
Junpei, I think, is one of my favorite party members so
You're coming
far.
with, right?
Even if in battle I don't feel as if he's, like, the most useful, I still
Now we're
believe,
talking.
like, as a character, as a person,
Oh,
as a
man.
party member, as a
I don't know about
teammate,
this. That place is
he's
seriously
really good.
bad news.
Unlike Yukari or Mitsuru, who are incredibly smart,
Until now,
or
all we've done is
Akihiko,
follow
who's
orders.
strong,
Isn't it about time we
or
start thinking for
our
ourselves?
protagonist, who's a leader, or Mitsuru,
what you mean,
who
but-
is the leader,
Man, you have to say it.
Junpei
I
doesn't
guess I don't
have a
judge
quality
you.
like that. Not at first.
Then it's settled. We'll go
He's
tomorrow
kinda
night,
just
so plan
there.
accordingly.
But Junpei, in this moment, obviously demonstrated something to me I've seen before. I went to this location a couple times during the day,
Maybe.
and I noticed, hey, this is a shady area. Cool. I don't want to come here a lot. I really don't. I want something to happen here, but I don't want to come here. Junpei, in this moment, knows about that spot. Being the one to know about that spot, knowing it's a terrible location,
Greatly
it
appreciate.
proves that he has some street smarts, some basic level of knowledge about, like, the town,
Yeah.
that basically says, hey, this back place at Port Station Island, don't go there! And he's actually scared of it, like any high schooler would be. He understands there is a level of threat there. I genuinely think that Junpei offers a lot in terms of being a character and being a teammate, okay? Street Smarts is one of these things. It really is. He's the only character to really feel dramatic and to have theatrics going for him as kind of like a funny thing. But the theatrics also, like, help a lot with so many things. He's a genuinely funny character. He's a genuinely great guy, honestly. Even if he is a little bit perverse, I still find him to be my friend. You know? I'm not saying perversion is something that's, like, absolutely downright terrible. I mean, all of us, in a way, are perverse. But I don't like it when writing, like, takes a break from being good, especially for a character, and immediately is just like, yeah, I'm, like, weird and creepy about it, you know? But, you know, moments, like, where Junpei shows off his street smarts like that, redeem his character of not... They don't get rid of what just happened when he said something creepy or perverse. What it does is prove to me that, like, the writers thought about the character and less about the comedy. And it's good. I respect this. I just like this. Okay? I've talked a lot about these characters, especially today, in this episode. Because I felt like I wanted to give these characters justice. Something that I don't believe I can truly give them. I'm not an experienced writer. I'm not an experienced, like, gamer. I'm not an experienced artist. I'm none of these things. I am nowhere close to the level that all of these people making great video essays out there do.
Seriously?
I'm not on the level of the people that have these jobs. I'm not even anywhere close to these people. But I want to give these characters justice for the few people that have never seen an ounce of this game. An ounce of any game that I cover.
Yes.
I want to give everything justice in a way to really prove to people that this is it.
I mean, I'm glad you're willing to, but...
talking to boys.
I think
There are
one
a lot
thing
of guys in
that
the student
I
council,
kind
though,
of
so
like
we should
about
work on
Chihiro right now.
Oh, school is almost
Usually
out.
when
Let's go.
games write a character that is, usually when people write a character that is biased,
Oh, I'm sorry.
like,
I was
in
just
some
thinking
form.
about, what to say. I was trying to come up with a topic you might be interested in, Senpai, but I couldn't think of anything.
It's alright.
This is your Todai dorm, right? Do you live here? My house is in the other direction. No,
Anyway, what I'm
it's not your fault.
I can't interrupt
noticed
this
we
because
were
I
going
feel
in the wrong
awful about
direction.
interrupting it.
I should have spoken up.
One thing that I've
I know
noticed
you
about a
took
lot of
time out of your
characters when they
schedule
have a
just
bias
for
of
me,
some
so
sort, when it comes to
thank
people,
you
like,
very much for today.
preference in, like, not preference. Let me get back to that in a minute here, because I can't formulate my sentence to do what I need it to do. I suck at words, you've heard this before. Just give me a second. While I introduce you to our new social link, our new friend. This is Chihiro, the treasurer of the student council, and of the Justice Arcana.
Well,
Chihiro Fushimi is a girl in the grade below you who has trouble talking to any guy, anyone that is a male.
Alright, it's time. Let's get going.
I'll get back to, like, my statement earlier.
Should we talk about this some more? I still think this is a bad idea.
Sometimes I don't like it when the writing for a character who has a bias towards or against someone or something is incredibly angry.
Creepier.
I really don't
Actually, I'm
like
more
it
worried
when
about
there's a
things I can't
character
see, like
who,
bats and knives.
like,
Big deal. So it's a little
I don't like a
dangerous.
poorly written character in this
Let's
aspect.
strike while the iron's
I
hot.
think that the emotional response to said thing they dislike or are uncomfortable with or whatever has to be done right. Chihiro Fushimi is not one of these characters yet, one that I hate or love, because I need time to really, like, let the writing grow on me. Let Chihiro Fushimi grow on me.
Yo.
I'm just saying, in a lot of recent years, when it comes to writing, I guess writing about sexism in a way. No, not sexism. I can't find the correct words for this. I really can't. Basically, I need there to be a reason for either, like...
Seriously?
Jeez.
How do I explain this? I'm awful tonight. We're gonna, we're just gonna skip past this point entirely, because, one, I don't know what I'm talking about here. I really don't. No, okay. My brain can think of what I would like to say, but I can't word it the correct way in such a way that makes sense.
They're from
I feel
Gekkoukan.
like a fucking moron.
Oh man, this is even worse than I
I just don't like terribly written characters
You must have taken the wrong
that are
turn.
terribly written
This place ain't for you,
to be
buddy.
sexist. Or some, like, form of bias to or against something. There we go! Oh my god!
Being here is ruining
I wanna die! My brain did not work there. I am sorry. And even though I did mention, like, sexism first, that's typically the one thing that comes up most often. It really does. But the truth of it is, it has to be, for me to like the character, if they have a bias of some sort to or against something, they have to be well written about it. There has to be, like, kind of a clear reason. At least, there has to be, like, a solid evidence of this reason, you know?
Come on. Don't be intimidated by these punks.
I think Chihiro's writing is going to grow on me and have that same effect and be a genuinely good character that I will like.
Come on.
Wow, I suck at explaining things.
That'll make her daddy cry.
I
Hope
fucking
you've been
hate these
practicing
people.
Your sexy poses.
Is this really what, like, delinquents were like in 2009 in Japan? Is this real? Like, is this real?
Oh, so now we're scum, huh?
Is this real? I need help.
This bitch is a real pain in the ass, isn't she?
Ugh.
Junpei!
Makoto does nothing here, and I can understand why. Not Makoto. Makoto, Minato. Our protagonist does nothing here.
I'll make sure they leave. You good with that?
Oh, cool. It's the guy from the other day.
Think you are, dumbass? They're not walking out of this. You want some too?
Damn!
Shit! Son of a bitch! You just crossed the line. You think you're going home alive now?
Should we find out?
Okay, no, but his shoes, though. His shoes, his coat, his demeanor, that hat. That's the guy.
Loser.
Bastard. Your name's Aragaki, right? Yeah. Now I remember. Shinjiro Aragaki. You're from Gekko High too, aren't you?
Whoa,
Damn it, you're gonna
whoa,
regret
whoa.
this.
Character reveal. Holy shit.
That was awesome.
I remember you. You guys were in Aki's room at the hospital.
Hey, thanks for remembering us.
Go home. You don't belong here.
Wait.
Yeah, I kinda figured. We
Sorry,
really
but
do
there's
not fit
something
in
we
here
need to know
at all.
before we leave.
Did Aki tell you to come here?
No, he didn't. Not at all.
Well, what do you want to know? Is this about that ghost story?
Yes, that's right. How'd you know?
I think it was a terrible idea going out in our school uniforms
Rumors
for
been
this.
Going around. Those girls who wound up in the hospital were here talking shit every night. They
Damn.
all the stuff they did to some girl named Yamagishi.
Yamagishi? You mean Fuka Yamagishi from 2E? They were picking on her?
Damn, okay, Jesus.
People
They're
saying it's
really
Yamagishi's
dumping it
ghost
on
that
here.
did it.
I mean, I know we can, like, infer and connect things, but, like, damn!
Try that.
You guys don't know? This Yamagishi girl might be dead.
What?
She hasn't been home in over a week.
Okay, I mean, this is... remember,
Wait, what?
my audio's recorded after I play the gameplay. Like, I don't know why I react like that. I literally just did this. Like
So much for that ghost story.
2 days ago. I just
Mr.
did this.
Ikota is the homeroom teacher for 2E, right? Does he know about this?
I get it, Aki. Still trying to make up for the past. It's you who can't let go. Nothing. Anyways, it's all I know.
Okay, I guess it's nothing. I guess we're done here, thanks.
Come on, show some appreciation.
Junpei is actually real for this.
Just don't come around here again.
Junpei literally telling you, like,
Thank you
please
for
thank the
helping
guy.
us, and for sharing what you know.
It's actually kind of funny. I do
Really
like
nice
that.
of you.
Huh?
But damn, we had a lot of,
Sorry.
Just don't come here again.
we had a lot of lore reveals in this one. We really did. We got a mix of everything. I gotta say, I'm glad about today's episode. I really am. I felt like I was able to clarify a lot of things about, well, Kenji, a character I love, and I want to finish up the social link for. Anyway, I've been Eire, this has been Saturn's Edge. I'll see you around in the next video, okay? See you later.